I want to talk about how we women have absolutely been duped. Now, what am I talking about? For context, I'm Colleen. I'm 58. I was born in 1967. Women are raised from the moment you were born to dread aging, right? Hide your birthday. Don't tell them your birthday. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be 30. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be 40. Never ask a woman her age. And what's so crazy about it is we get here to this age, whatever that age is, 40 beyond, 50 beyond, depending on who you ask. And we've been told to dread it. We've been told that we become kind of valueless and of no use to anybody. We're just old ladies. But we know different. We know we get here as older women, and it is the most amazing age there is. Yeah, I'm not saying there aren't physical challenges and, menopause and things like that. Of course, that exists. It's biology. But as a human and the human experience, I have never felt better coming into this stage of life. I'm the smartest human I've ever been. I'm certainly the most resilient human. Let's face it, the longer we're on the planet, the longer we've experienced, the longer we have that resilience built in. There's not a lot that comes our way that we haven't experienced in some shape or form before that. So I think we're more at peace in a sense that we can manage what comes our way. I'm not saying we don't experience great loss and tragedy and hurt and all of those things, but we've been there before and we know we can navigate it. So we're incredibly resilient. We've also lost much or most of the capacity to really care what other people think anymore. I think menopause is this great equalizer, despite the hot flashes, but it is an awakening for women. And we get to a place where we really no longer drive our lives by what other people think. Will they like what I'm wearing? Will they like how I look? All of these things that we know we've all experienced as women, right? So we get to this place that is just very us centric in a sense. Like I call this stage of life, this third act, this after 50 phase, I'm calling it my first life. This is the first time in my life that I feel really completely free to become the person I was always meant to be. Up until this point, of course, as women, we're very scripted and conditioned by the patriarchy and societal expectations and all of these things. And we don't stop to nurture ourselves fully or develop ourselves fully. And it's not uncommon to get to this age where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know who I am or what I want because we've been so focused on those roles that we've had before. We get to this age, there are no more scripts. We get to write our own script, which is wonderful and daunting at the same time. But it's the first time we get to really build a life based on ourselves. So I call it my first life, where I really am digging in. What do I want? Who do I want to be? What identity do I want to take on? How do I want to live? What do I want my days to look like? And this is the first time in my life that I'm doing that without thinking about what will other people think, right? What will they say? What if I fail? What if they judge me? It doesn't matter anymore. We're really drawing from our inner self. Now, it's a lot of work. I think it's a lot of work to unpack old scripts and responsibilities, of course, and decades of conditioning and that type of thing. But the possibility and opportunity in this third act are so incredible. I think it's the greatest dupe ever because the patriarchy society tells us older women are less valuable. We lose value with every year, all the bullshit. We get here and we're like, nope, actually, I'm feeling pretty good. We're the smartest humans we've ever been at this age. We're the most resilient. We really know how life works because we've been around the block. We know how people work. Our BS meters are very finely tuned, so we can see that coming. And now in 2026, we have this healthy longevity on our side. So we get this incredible opportunity to build a whole next life. I'm 58. I'm kind of like, I imagine to have at least another 30 years, 25, probably really solid ones. That's an entire lifetime. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I've had women in my world and in my audience who come in like, hey, I'm 67. I just graduated law school. I'm going to go start my own practice. Or, hey, I just decided to sell all my belongings. I'm going nomadic and I'm going to, house sit and see the world. And we have this incredible opportunity that's made absolutely sweeter by the fact that our whole lives we're told that this is just the decline. It's just you're getting old. It's no good. And we get here and I'm like, no, man, this is actually fabulous. Anyone else?